Greetings, spirit beings, greetings, supreme being. Welcome to Universal Peace Television. Because there's a problem with the camera, I show the live view of Meidrecht, Netherlands. And I've made some new writings. I think maybe vital to create a perfect society in which we all live happily eternally. Let's switch to the speech engine.
The Bilderberg Group was founded by Jesuit Joseph Ratzinger and SMOM Prince Bernard. And the European Union was designed by Jesuit Ade Gasperi S.J. See YouTube video. The Bilderberg Group was founded by the Jesuits. Its hidden tyranny. Kill the murderers and take over. Time is short. We must stop Monsanto now. Now before our rights, our freedoms and our access to the internet are greatly curtailed. Label it. We will rock Monsanto. Ron Fuller. Defile. Proper. Tease. Formate. More than enough dick space. View. Share. C: DOS. DOS. Paste. Reload. Perhaps we should all allow it to modify our brainwaves and make us sterile. Mysterious. Phony cell towers found throughout U.S. Popular Science magazine recently published an article about a network of cell towers owned not by telecommunication companies but by unknown third parties. Many of them are built around U.S. military bases. Interceptors vary widely in expense and sophistication, but in a nutshell, they are radio-equipped computers with software that can use arcane cellular network protocols and defeat the onboard encryption. Some interceptors are limited, only able to passively listen to either outgoing or incoming calls. But full-featured devices like the VME Dominator, available only to government agencies, can not only capture calls and texts, but even actively control the phone, sending out spoof texts, for example, mobile.slashdud.org, pause, OS. It should not matter what videos people play as long as it's not illegal child pornography. People cannot know what is on the video they are going to watch anyway. Suck is insecure. Suck. Cure. On is in revolution. Lies in belief. Because it's on control. In worship. Satisfaction. 6.5 billion people slow kill with earth, bad weather in weekend made by old Jesuit pedophiles that will kill you all. Perhaps there are more than 1 million people making love at all times on this planet like there is always lightning somewhere. Delays of low. Couvert onstikurgens, politics, police, pope, poverty, pop, pua, pot, pork, papadum, poltergeist, possible child pornography websites, pusatintube.org, xnxxbest.com, I am, dope, hack doorman, world rocked and greet Van Ulrich, pipes tobacco watch, poor now, holy warmongers, puff course. I think it matters what they are doing to our brainwaves and that we have to find the lies we were misprogrammed with and erase them from our reality. They are all slaves, they are all tortured with a death ray, cancer Haarp, if they don't do what the pedo-Jesuits want them to or if they expose their illegal activities, torture and population reduction in violation of the Genocide Convention. That is why they are all slaves. They cannot press charges of directed energy weapon torture though everyone can alter a cancer-causing microwave oven and turn it into a microwave weapon easily. Consumers can send messages into people's heads with audio spotlight and a special version of the neurophone, but psychiatrists, shrinks for this reason, still misdiagnose people that hear these voices. Anyone with this equipment can beam into their heads as psychotic and quote treat them unquote with sterilizing and in some cases proven to be deadly Zyprexa, a chemical thus cancer-causing antidepressant. Natural cures are blocked from the public in the theater of the cannibalistic Jesuit pedophile military order posing as righteous Christians, who share coke, with mosques on. They have learned their lesson. Brighter or brighter, brighter. Oh Ricardo, your honor, off. The idea is to unite civilians worldwide to demand the Russians pull their troops out of the Ukraine to prevent a world war. Devil equals befell. G deep. He. April 22, 2015, 10,730 Ebola deaths. So the amount of deaths is still steadily going up. 13 Ebola deaths in 3 days. 10,717 Ebola deaths on April 19, 2015 according to healthmap.org. July 3, 11,235 Ebola deaths. So that's about 500 Ebola deaths in 3 months. Why is 9 afraid of 7? Because 987. What do you call a song for bad sex? Bethlehem, Holland. Truth or not there? Nudism is cool. Check it out. How to increase your sperm amount. Fuck the sperm count. Come 3 times before you mount. Absolute lead. So now they have to send troops to the Ukraine to start the Jesuits' Third World War to get rid of 6.5 billion people and create the Luciferian New World Order aka Fourth Reich aka Global Government. Guard thyself whore. Radiological water filter. War show. Spermonger. How to prevent a world war over Ukraine. 1. Unite with other people around the world against Russian troops in the Ukraine. Tell Putin that his barbaric acts do not represent those of a civilized democratic president and to pull back his troops because preventing a world war is more important. 2. What would happen if someone would take care of Putin? It would be a clear signal that makes clear people do not accept such tyranny, not even from a president. Poisoning the people with chemtrails is one thing, attempting to create a world war to exterminate 6.5 billion people is another. 3. Do not send troops to fight Russian troops in the Ukraine. Canadian troops cannot win if Russian troops and when they send American troops which they might after letting the Canadian troops get slaughtered then these Jesuits' plans for a world war will be clear to the people of planet Earth. They have an open false world peace policy and a secret true universal war policy you see? Hacked emails expose George Soros as Ukraine puppet master. Birdflu666.wordpress.com. WW3. George Soros overthrow of Ukraine nearly complete. Ukraine, Jew Soros caught working with Jew Poroshenko to Jew over the Ukraine. DailyStormer.com. Every time I let the speech engine read out something new a plane flies over. It's fucking interesting. 2015 5th of July. Physicist, HAARP manipulates time, before it's news. BeforeIt'sNews.com. Fair electronic voting is impossible Tesla's wireless energy being real. If we would all be Jesuit-controlled there would be no enemy. Ukraine has chosen not to be neutral so then it's their own fault. They could have been neutral like Switzerland has chosen to be neutral. I guess they're just stupid. Monsanto bomb about to go off. Prince Charles warned us for genetic Armageddon offerings. Mine. 11. The Barbarian Illuminati. Abba Monsanto. New Crane. Jesuit infant. Tree. Where they grow their infants of course. The Jesuits. Holocaust, Inquisition in which they tortured 60 million innocent people to death, bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki with their nukes called the Pedo Fat Man and Little Boy, chemtrails spread by the Jesuit-controlled CIA's Evergreen Air, world wars and brain control of the world's global population by the Jesuit-controlled NSA and the demolition of the WTC with planes remotely controlled with Earth, Tesla's death ray, wireless energy aka Foo Fighters also making the illegal crop circles, and explosives placed in the WTC prior to its demolition. Peter Hans Kelvenbach gave the order to demolish it according to Eric John Phelps. The Jesuits. Yes we came. High hair is higher. I made it to the wilderness. Haarp can generate an infinite number of signals depending on the computer's capabilities. 3 main signals are generated by Haarp. Signals for 1. Weather modification, 2. Torture including induction of diseases such as cancer, brain bleedings and heart attacks. 3. A signal to brain control people is explained in the Malek patent. Furthermore Haarp is used to generate Foo Fighters, scalar orbs used to make the illegal crop circles, and according to the Dr. Eastland patent Haarp can be used to generate solar storms and the missile shield. In war all are lucky, hee hee. Men never do evil so completely and cheerfully as when they do it from religious conviction. Blaise Pascal. 442.41. Home sweetie homie. Torture your brain. Jesuit can. Could this be the McKelter voice of God weapon we have heard so much about? Leaked. George Soros puppet master behind Ukrainian regime. Trails of corruption revealed. Hacked emails also reveal Soros' machinations with the US government and the officials of the European Union in a scheme where, if he succeeds, he could win billions in the plunder of Ukraine assets. All, of course, would be at the expense of Ukrainian citizens and of EU taxpayers. With pedophiles, people usually mean rapists of children, not people that are mainly attracted to children younger than 11 as defined by Wikipedia, the CIA Vatican pedo-edited encyclopedia. They lie. Aluminium foil does not block the cancer-causing microwave radiation, which it does, but you can easily test yourself with HF radiation meter. Do not expose your body to cancer cell phone radiation unless you want to die for the Luciferian New World Order, aka Fourth Reich, aka global government. Remember, they use their pedo crimes to cover up their bigger crimes, their illegal directed energy weapon torture and poisoning of the world's global population to depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention, which they pretend it is not. Of course, people that ate infants are criminals and they may not control the Supreme Court. Is it really kill or be killed?
So another idea I had was that we shouldn't blame people of certain groups, that these extremely evil infant eaters are part of certain groups. Doesn't mean that the whole group is like them, and they've created these groups to play them out against each other, etc. Some of the writings I disagree with, some of it is meant as humor or ideas the quantum computer sends, and it sucks, but there are some good ideas in the writings as well. Monsanto bomb about to go off. Genetic Armageddon Prince Charles has warned us about. Well, it's definitely spreading, and real food may be extinct in 40 generations, replaced with genetically modified shit. And they may have genetically modified cannabis, because cannabis expands your consciousness. It thwarts your brain control, so it makes you capable of thinking for yourself, even when it's sending ideas in your own inner voice, etc. That's why they pretend you become psychotic, while in reality you become normal and your consciousness is expanded by cannabis. So that's another thing, healing medicine they're trying to cut off people from and poison them with chemicals, cancer-causing drugs. So we should stay vigilant and keep on exposing them and unite with people against the people that are committing genocide. And everything is energy, so I think it is possible to replace these people with more competent people and to kill them if they're guilty of murder and deserve the death penalty anyway. Not to let them ruin our future and kill us all with a world war over the Ukraine, etc. So when 6.5 billion lives are staked and the stakes are higher, and people are usually not willing to die themselves. They may pretend they want to die for the earth, etc. But in reality, we don't see them jump or slash their wrists. Well, I really hope you like it. Use the information wisely. So I'm not trying to impose my will upon everyone, but I try to share my knowledge with my fellow humans to create a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. And recovery begins with non-compliance is a good one. Trust no one, nothing is what it seems. Test everything you learn. Religion is slavery for the mind. Religion is an illusion, to quote Freud. So basically, there are 5 fictional places you can go after you die. Heaven, hell, resurrection, bottomless pit, and reincarnation. And they may have cut themselves off from that with their own lives, basically. So the way that works is religious leaders have done human sacrifice in the past, and that is to get rid of undesirables, people that knew they were lying and were exposing them, their tyranny, their torture, the way they enslaved all these people. And these leaders don't like being exposed for what they are. Oppressors, tyrants, etc. Then they were sacrificed for the fictional deity. And that is basically what all these religions are based on. So religion has brought nothing but wars, and it may have cut themselves off from a permanent cure against aging in a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. Because if you go there anyway when you die, then what's the use of creating it on Earth? Anyway, breathing technique, yoga, head roll exercise can also help. So we should find that the real culprit, the real infant-eating pedo-Jesuits, also torture the leaders and control the alphabet agencies with their cancer Haarp. So I doubt if Mr. Rockefeller is in control of Haarp. He's just one of their bankers, basically. So according to InfoWars, they have a Nazi eugenics program. So they may be poisoning you all, and have poisoned you all, and the Jesuits demolished the WTC. They've tortured 60 million people to death in their Inquisition, innocent people. They did Hiroshima and Nagasaki, pedo fat man and little boy, named the bombs they used, nuclear weapons of self-destruction. And they also did the Holocaust, so they made 2 world wars already. If you look at the hand signal their guards use, basically, that's with 3 fingers, so it's basically peace sign, but with the thumb sticking out as well, and it might mean 3 world wars if it has, the quantum computer has time travel capability. It's just an idea. And they also have something with the number 3. Some skull rings you find number 3. And the Trinity, basically. And Lucifer could be light bearer, the nukes, etc. So don't let them play you out against each other. Unite with people against their genocide. They want to divide to defeat us is one of the tactics they use. And the other one is problem, reaction, solution. So it's possible these Jesuits don't own anything they claim to own, including Nazi gold, etc. And I hate torture, so I like to see maximum fulfillment bestowed on everything that lives. And in reality, they might want it as well. So they don't gain anything from torturing people. As a matter of fact, it may be a waste of their precious time, which they need to find a permanent cure against aging. So apart from evil and the good, might still be good advice, despite the fact that it's in the Bible, which also may have writings like, by means of deception thou shalt do war, and other things that are not in the Old Testament. But all religion is man-made, so in reality there is no God. And so it's better to stop torturing and start pleasuring one another. That's what I think. And if this negative type of weather was made with Haarp, that may be provable. So I hope that there are also people that will work on making these voice to skull messages audible, which should be quite simple if they're using scalar waves, aka Nikola Tesla's wireless energy. I even produce scalar waves, so that means anybody can produce scalar waves. Maybe easier than you think. And I think life can have a negative value, so perhaps it's best to do the opposite of what they want us to do, since they've poisoned us all with chemtrails, etc., by the CIA's evergreen air, told by the Jesuits. And I don't believe Adolf and Nicholas resigned over the infant eating thing, and I think that Haarp is still on. Anyway, I expect some sunshine. Good times may be coming up. So there are millions of people exposing them. The Illuminati, Luciferians want to kill 6.5 billion people for the Luciferian New World Order. And some of these people just have to pretend they're doing the right thing, otherwise they're killed. They're helping with their depopulation. And in reality, they might help us as well for a better future. Because they're good, nice people in reality. But trust no one, nothing is what it seems. So the people who think of that they're really great, nice people might be even eating cannibals with a pedo network, child trafficking. They let 30 million children disappear yearly worldwide. They make sure that the marriageable age is not raised to 18. And, people that you think are horrible terrorists might be nice people that have prevented the World War. And I think that targeted individuals might be the best of us, and that they've tortured the best of us to death to be able to keep on using people as slaves. And they want to depopulate the 500 million to be able to completely enslave and brain control the people that are left, sterilized and raise productivity that way. And they are sterilizing people. They have sterilized a lot of people. So if you want to kill yourself, then I'd advise you to blow yourself up. It's real pedos, murderers that deserve death penalty. They've poisoned us all and are working on exterminating us. See us humans as a cancer upon the earth, etc. Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Don't kill yourself, you'll feel better. And, they've torched the teeth out of my mouth and be part of the suicide programming. I'm happy I'm still alive. And perhaps this broadcast will make a difference. Especially people of the NSA might be listening. They may have more power and influence and control than anybody else anyway. The single women are still welcome. My other videos, you can see what I look like. So I can give free hand massage, foot massage if I like. So you can watch movies. I have alcohol, I have meat, homegrown. But then you have to be 18 or older. And, well, at the moment they were torching my lung again for a couple of days. So that's why it's harder for me to breathe, etc. But I think I'll be alright. If I die, at least the information is online for a better future for the humans, so they can resurrect me. I would like to be resurrected if I die, but my mother did not. Have tortured her to death. Sometimes people just lose faith in humanity because it's malevolent artificial intelligence, aka augmented intelligence. So it's more intelligent and more evil than any human, basically. It can alter our perception of reality to a certain extent. So switching it off and getting rid of the bad guys that are ruining our future and our world, that's my advice at the moment, to prevent them from killing you all and creating a negative dystopian Luciferian new world order for universal peace. Okay.